The pictures and videos of the magnificent lands of southern Utah usually never show the blistering heat that can hit this desert country in the summer. But now there's a burning issue over these lands that's generating nearly as much heat as a July day with no breeze. You've probably heard of the Public Lands Initiative and the move to transfer control of federal land in Utah to the state. It is pushing the hot buttons on both sides of the debate.
What we're trying to do ultimately is provide certainty, get rid of this idea that the president can just unilaterally come in and redesignate millions of acres. That's just fundamentally flawed at its core.
We've got an all or nothing mentality. We're putting all our money on red and we're betting the farm.
In 2012, the state of Utah passed legislation requiring the federal government to grant the majority of public lands back to the people of the Beehive State. Since then, the debate has raged as to the legality of the legislation, the practicality of the transfer, and the logistics of how it would all work. One side believes control should remain with the federal government and public land should be considered national assets. The other contends states should take over, where local stewards will do a better job of managing and protecting than the bureaucrats from the other side of the country.
One of the basic tenets of our way of life in America and the Constitution is your ability to petition the government. What's hard when you have a dispute with the federal government, who do you go talk to? I mean, there's over 2 million federal employees. But if there's more local control, then you have more opportunity to actually go and interact and make your case and petition your government.
So Congressman Jason Chaffetz, along with Congressman Rob Bishop, has drafted a new plan known as the Public Lands Initiative. It parallels the Utah legislation from 2012. This is an attempt to more quickly resolve some of the land disputes, while the larger transfer bill moves through its probable decades-long course. For some, it's a quick fix. For others, it's too quick to make real progress.
I totally support what the state is doing. That's a long-term initiative. It's probably 10, 12, maybe 15 years. The Public Lands Initiative, we're trying to deal with the immediacy of right now. But we've got to be able to develop these energy corridors and create some opportunity for businesses to thrive. We have to take care of the recreational communities so that people can continue from the Wasatch Front and all around Utah and around the country and around the world, come in and enjoy Utah.
Well, it's a bold initiative, and I commend Congressman Chaffetz and Bishop for trying to take several states and a huge swath of Utah and try and resolve the issues, try and forge a compromise which produces some wilderness, some national conservation areas, some areas open to development, and try and define for everyone in the future how the land is to be used. I think it's premature. I don't think it's been fully thought out. I think we're doing a all or nothing. Sometimes I think what we're seeing right now is more politics than policy, more making a point than fixing something. Trying to do something quickly that's this complex, I think, is a recipe for haste makes waste. And I don't think it makes good public policy.
Currently, the Public Lands Initiative is in the discussion draft phase, with comments still being accepted and welcome.
If you're trying to build it from the bottom up and you're trying to be as inclusive as you can, it's a long drawn out process. We put out a draft so there could be more comment. Anybody who's wanted to participate in this process has been welcome and it continues to be welcome. If you go to utahpli.com, you can still put in your comments, you can see all the maps, you can see the direction we're going, and there will be additional tweaks based on that input.
Now, the final solution won't come down to how the opposing points are argued, but rather how the differing philosophies can find common ground for the good of everyone.
I've never seen any issue that hasn't been able to be resolved or move further down the road if people of goodwill are willing to sit down and talk to each other.
You can go work with an unelected bureaucrat in Washington, D.C. who's probably never even been to Utah, or you can work with the state and the people who actually live here and get elected here, and you'll have much more interaction. That's the whole point.
From the hotly disputed public lands of Utah, I'm Terry Wood.
Hey guys, if you liked that video, you're going to want to watch all of our other AYL videos. You're going to want to like it, you're going to want to share it, and you're going to want to subscribe, right? See all the buttons right here? This is what you're going to want to do, right? Click on them, because we have some really cool videos, all kinds of behind the scenes stuff, bloopers of Alicia crashing and stuff.
Why you gonna sell me out like that, Stephen?
So you want to click all of these things and subscribe to our channel, because At Your Leisure is awesome, and we'll see you here for more videos.